So when you came here and filled this niche, did the UW or Shoreline, did they complain, or did they say, oh, here's another partner, we can save some money on capital infrastructure by partnering with them?
Much more the latter. I really have, neither I nor any of my team have gotten any negative feedback. I think everyone in this state recognizes that the state needs more education. So we have, I know a lot of the folks at both those institutions, and really it's much more of a how can we work together to learn from each other, and there are things to learn both ways, to collaborate like we're doing with Shoreline, and to help the state as a result. So competition is really not in my vocabulary.
Does Northeastern start to see itself as a Northwestern college?
Absolutely. A key premise of our president is that any university, whether it's Northeastern, which is in a community, one of its top priorities must be to establish a real social compact with the community. So for me, because I've been active in this community for years, that was a natural. So we spend a lot of our time outside of classes trying to identify issues of importance to the community, convening folks, inviting the University of Washington and others, and coming up with solutions so that in pretty short order, in a number of fields, we're definitely part of the community.
What does it look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now?
Well, that's an interesting question, because it's 2 years now, and starting next spring we will have 3 campuses all within 2 blocks of each other in South Lake Union. So I guess my vision is we will have somewhere probably north of 500 to 1,000 students. We're not interested in becoming a mega university, but providing really good education. That we will be developing valuable research relationships with various members of our community, both nonprofit and corporations. That we will be contributing a lot of thought leadership and solutions to some of the issues we have as a community, and we'll just be another member of the community.
You know, you've been integrated into this community a long time, politically, and in terms of professional life. Why was this the next act for you?
Well, I think I had spent many decades in the field of law, enjoyed it, had a lot of good experiences, but was ready for something new. And the challenge of being the first employee of a university on a 3rd floor cubby and creating a brand new university, that just interested me. that was, I figured I'd learn a lot. I certainly have. I felt very important. I didn't do this really for any personal reason, but I do feel the region needs several more universities. I mean, Boston, for example, has 10 major universities. It's a good thing for any region. And I thought that I love education. I used to be a teacher. I have a master's in education. I thought I can do this.
You know, Boston has a comparable population, but they're surrounded by a much bigger population group. I mean, can we sustain and support more universities?
Without any question.
Really?
I mean, without any question. And the numbers tell the story. If you look at the number of whether it's undergraduates in these fields or graduates, the demand is intense. Currently, most companies have to spend a ton of money importing these folks from around the country or the world. It'll be a long time till we domestically produce anything close to what's needed. So that would be the least of my concerns.
What about instructors? You have instructors on the East Coast. Instructors here too that are starting to be integrated into that campus?
Yeah, this is what's really cool about our Northeastern Seattle campus is we get the high quality programs offered at our Boston campus complemented. Let's take computer science for example. We have folks who come in and teach or co-teach from Google, from Amazon, from Twitter, from Facebook, and they talk to our students about here's what we're doing last week. And if you know anything about technology, it moves very quickly. So any school has difficulty keeping its product current with what the companies actually need. We're able to minimize that, and to me and the students, that's very exciting.